There you go. And just before the break, we were talking with the wonderful James Pratt about all things to do with postcards. And James, welcome back. A little bit
Thank you, Andrew.
glitch in the system. This is what I love about these sort of programs. Around the world, it's all about connection and people and postcards and presenting and presumptions and all those sort of things.
Well, we could...
The key to communication is to remain connected. And just before the break, we were talking about artists and the extra talents that they sometimes have. And I was talking to you about Ronnie Wood, who, not just being a brilliant musician with the Rolling Stones, was a very, or still is, a very, very talented artist. And I had the joy of joining him in Cannes for a small gathering for a launch in an art gallery. And there are pictures of that everywhere. But we also basically then went for a fantastic dinner with him. Didn't talk about music at all, but all spoke about his passion for art. We're going to finish one final thing, one final postcard. James, what have you got for us?
As a finale, Andrew, I will show you a group meeting which, for all I know, did take place in Cannes. I'm just guessing. It is black and white, as you can see. You could call it sepia, I suppose. We have various ladies and gentlemen looking sort of somewhat al fresco and out of doors. On the back, it says little or nothing, carte postale, so it's French, I suppose, correspondence, and then the address.
What's the address?
Well, there's nothing written on it. It is Virgin.
Oh, blank. I see. It's a place to put the address. As
well, yes, it is. But I mean, you would have to follow the guidelines of left and right. But it is quite good. I'll just show you one more if there's time.
Go on, go for the bonus.
Yeah, go for the bonus. Quite, yes, thank you. Here's a young lady, not unattractive, I think, with the backdrop of the sort I'm sure you would get in a professional photographers, people, you know, going off to sea or going off to school or something. The mothers would send them along to the photographer and say, well, you know, I can't remember what you look like. So they take pictures of them. It says the space for communication. Well, that hits you. The address to the written here. And then it says what little square for the stamp. So, I mean, that's thrilling. I mean, come on, that's better.
I love it. But that young lady's in front of a rather choppy backdrop, isn't she?
She is indeed. It's a stormy sea. There's, well, in Egyptian terms, they would call it a felucca, but it's a sailboat. Some cliffs off to the right. She's sitting, not quite seductively, but you know, the look on her face. And it's actually signed, this is reproduction, your affectionate friend, the 3rd of the 8th, 1914. So again, we are, presumably, yeah, the First World War wouldn't quite have broken out, I don't think. But nevertheless, there she sits from 106 years ago. And you'd think she could have a day off after that, but sadly, she doesn't.
James Pratt, always a pleasure to have you on the show. Thank you very much
Andrew,
for sharing your wonderful postcards. We'll get you back as always, but for now, James Pratt, thank you for being my guest.
Thank you very much, Lee. Goodbye.
Take care. Bye-bye. So thank you again to James Pratt for sharing an insight into his fascinating life and his obsession with all things postcard. If you would like to be a guest on the Andrew Eborn Show, write to me at guests@octopustv.com. That's guests@octopustv.com. But for now, I've been Andrew Eborn. It's been an absolute joy having you along. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.